the jizya. It is the penalty tax for non-Muslim. In order to live, then they have to pay that penalty tax in order to live. Otherwise, they could not. So therefore, this is what he's trying to say. It did not say kill them. If they don't become Muslim, number one, if they do not pay the penalty tax, then kill them.
And I think that was Quran 929.
929, correct.
We have to take a break. When we come back, we'll start to take your calls. Our number is 248-416-1300. If you have friends who want to watch the show but do not have the satellite, you can refer them to abnsat.com. You're watching Jihad Exposed live on ABN. We'll be right back.
$10% of $455 equals $45.50. But I only have $46 in cash. I wonder if I could take my change out of the basket.
God, you've been so good to me. Thank you for your provision in my life.
Where does all this money go? Shouldn't the pastors know that we need softer toilet paper in the bathroom? I think that instead of giving money this week, I'll buy the toilet paper that I like and give it to the church.
Lord, you know my needs. I give this in faith. Please cover my debts and make my car last a long time.
Since I sent my money to that television evangelist this week, I'll count that as my tithe.
Mom gave me $1 and I get to put it in. Why do we do that anyway?
As soon as I get out of debt, I'll start tithing.
10%? Where does that come from? What happens if I only give 5%? No, wait, that's too hard.
God, I know you see how much money I give. I hope these pastors appreciate it.
Okay, God, you know I'm giving more than the usual 10% this week, so next week, I'm keeping it all.
I cleaned the sanctuary this week. That's worth about $50. What do you know? That's 10% of what I make. I'm covered.
Jihad has come to America.
Constitute the most devastating series of terrorist attacks in history.
The only deen Allah accepts is Al-Islam. And whoever seeks any other deen apart from Islam will never be accepted.
Allahu Akbar! And we stand together to win the war against terrorism.
But you too will make your destruction!
Welcome back to Jihad Exposed live on ABN. I'm here in the studio with Kamal Salim, ex-terrorist. We have a diverse group of people here. I actually want you all to know that Kamal was a former Muslim turned Christian, and Shadid is a former Christian turned Muslim. So I want each of them to give us maybe a 2-minute summary on why they decided to go the 180 degrees, the different direction. But before we do, as some of you know, that we are in our fundraiser right now. We're raising funds for a new channel that we want to launch in early 2011. So we've been in the fundraiser for a couple weeks now, and we just want to spend just 1 minute or 2 minutes to explain to you the importance of the channel. If you like programs like Jihad Exposed or News and Views or Debate Night, which promotes this type of a dialogue among people of different faiths. And really, I mean, ABN's goal is to stop Islamization from coming to the West, but also give a televised platform for people of different faiths so that we can really come to the conclusion of what is the truth of this life. Is it Islam or is it Christianity? And I want to turn it over to you, Brother Kamal, to maybe give your perspective on the importance of this campaign that ABN is holding.
Well, this is one of the most important to the life of the United States of America, because our media today is not telling us the truth. Our media out there is bought by Islamic dollars, like Prince bin Talal, he's buying CNN, even Fox News, he's buying everything, you know. So when they talk bad about Fox News, majority stockholders is Muslims, are Muslims. So with this, what happened is they are trying to subdue the truth. And it's important to have ABN out there in our America to bring us the truth that many people are not talking about. The truth of the invasion, what's taking place into the American, our culture being invaded from academia, from media, from corporate United States of America, and many other things. Let's talk about the truth. The millions of Muslims coming to Christ all over the world. Over 60 million Muslims came to Christ last year. 60 million. 1/4 of Indonesia is Christian today. In Iran, 17 million came to Christ this year alone. It's happening in Saudi Arabia, over 800 churches underground. The people are just, you know, this is the things that America need to know about.
Yeah, absolutely. So we encourage you to to keep ABN.
We need you, America, to step forward and say, today I will stand on a wall, because that's maybe how you can help advance truth.
And as unhappy as some of you viewers, whether Muslims or Christians may be, in watching these type of programs, when you hear a Muslim trying to expose Christianity or vice versa, you will not see these type of programs on Fox News or CNN or any other place. There's no way that they would present something this raw on TV. And so that's what we want to do. We want a media outlet that will expose whatever lies are out there and to really promote sort of a dialogue among faiths. So we really appreciate your support, and our number is 248-416-1300 if you would like to call and support us and really encourage us in this endeavor. I want to ask Shadid. Shadid, can you, I guess I would like to know, and maybe the viewers also would like to know, why did you decide to become a Muslim? And how many years were you a Christian before you decided to become a Muslim?
I was a Christian, basically all of my life until my 19th birthday. So I became Muslim at around the age of 19. And just let me say very quickly, for Kamal or Kamel to sit there and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, my friend, I didn't become the USA director of the NDI because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wait. Don't attack. We'll get to that.
He attacked me. He said I didn't know what I'm talking about. I know about the Quran.
We'll get there though. Just tell us why you became a Muslim, and then we'll get there.
Why did I become a Muslim? Well, because I'm from the United States, and in the United States, Christianity has been a failure. It hasn't stopped the racism that we see. It hasn't stopped the problems in many communities, illegitimate children, the crime. You know, many people where I come from, you know, they're Christian, yet it hasn't done anything to help improve their condition, their communities, etc. Look at today. Look how many people are upset and angry because of Obama being the president, yet they claim to be Christians. It's because he's not a white person and he's president.
That's why you left Christianity. Why did you become
That's one of the reasons. That's not the entire. There's other reasons.
Why did you become a Muslim?
I became a Muslim when I began to look at the claims that Islam was making about Jesus not being God, about the corruption of the Bible. It was these things that I looked into and found them to be true. So I decided to go ahead and take that step and become a Muslim.
Wonderful. Why don't you tell us why you became a Christian? Because you guys are on opposite
mine was tangible. It was not based on hate or discrimination or what happened to my culture or to my people or to my nation or to my religion. Because, you know, I didn't have excuse, you know, to blame things on. Mine was specifically, I grew up, my cousin is the Grand Mufti. I studied in Lebanon under my cousin, the Grand Mufti. He is the head of Islam, the one who declared Khalifa. My mother is an Ottoman Turk. My family were Zealot Islamists, and we were leading the charge. I was a Muslim Brotherhood until 1985. I was a head cell leader, and I was a big rank in the PLO. And I came to the United States of America led by the finances of the Saudi government. The Saudis sent me to America for this purpose, to bring the war to United States of America streets. So I came here to fight, and as I'm fighting, we went to the jail system. We recruited a lot of people, that right there we told them about, you've been oppressed, you've been enslaved, this culture enslaved you, and we came here to change you. So I was changing, many people in that direction, just feed them more hate, more lies about what I came with. But I never told them that Islam is the only religion today that allows slavery until this day. While all other nations, they don't disallow slavery. But anyhow, I had an encounter with Christ. And the Christ, when I was in a car wreck, I broke my neck, and I was injured in bed. And when Christ appeared to me, and he healed my bones, he healed my body. He had holes in his hand, he had holes in his feet, and his name is the Messiah. And I said, I will live and die for you, my Lord. He said, do not die for me, I died for you. He wants me to love the people. And I said to him, I will go and bring them by the skin of their teeth and by eyelashes. He said, don't. The harvest is plentiful, the workers are few. So it was a love message. It was love that led me to Christ. And it was the tangible truth of a God that came and fought for me, not the one who tried to take my blood and destroy me. That's the difference between the two.
Thank you to both of you for giving us that brief summary. I want to turn it over to Osama. Osama, I'd like you to comment a little on what we were talking about before the break on why Islam is so related to, or why people say that Islam is so related to genocide and that it's justified in genocide. I'm sorry, it's justified in Islam. Genocide is justified in Islam.
Please don't cut me off because I hardly spoke and you cut me off last time. First of all, genocide is not permitted is not justified in Islam. Okay, in fact, it's justified in the Old Testament. Okay, and the coming of Christ. Okay, when Christ comes, you will see real genocide.
The reason why I keep cutting you off is because you keep changing the subject. We're not talking about genocide and Christianity. I will do a show on genocide and Christianity if you would like. We're talking about jihad and genocide, which means Islamic genocide. Please stick to the topic.
Okay, I am. Mr. Salim here mentioned the abrogations and all that. The last verse, the very last verse of the Holy Quran says that Muslims are allowed to eat from the Jews and Christians' food, and Muslim men are allowed to marry from their women, okay? And we are to be peaceful with them, okay? And we are to spread Islam with beautiful preachings and all, and with wisdom and beautiful preaching. The last verses of the Quran. How come he never mentions those? How come you deny those? Mr. Salim makes so many claims that are unverifiable. They are unverifiable, okay? And he exaggerates too much. And when I cornered him on the, if you don't embrace Islam or be killed, now he took his statement back and said, oh no, even if you pay jizya, you are to be put to the sword to fight, not to be killed. Because if you give up, then you are forbidden to be killed, okay? That's what you are guys not understanding, okay? Qital in Islam is not killing, it's putting to the fight, okay? And it's not it's one form of jihad. Jihad has many forms. Okay, qital is only one form. And I just read you the noble verses where you have to treat captives with justice, okay, and fairness. Unlike the Bible where you have to kill them.
There you go again, changing the subject. I don't want to cut you off. You just keep changing the subject.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, well, it's not because actually the previous prophets and the coming prophet, peace be upon him, Christ, are doing more than what Islam does. Okay, qital in Arabic doesn't mean to kill. Okay, Summer and Salim. Okay, it means put them to the sword. If they give up, then God is all forgiving, most merciful. You have to treat them with justice. And if they pay jizya, okay, then you have to provide them. Then they become part of the state, the citizens. You provide them protection.
And if they do not pay jizya, then they're forced to become Muslim or they're killed.
Sword. Not killed, put to the sword. Okay?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
If they give up, then they spare. Their lives is spared. Otherwise, they are fought.
Oh, so wait, what?
So otherwise, they are killed if they do not accept Islam, right?
They are to be fought.
Okay.
They're to be fought until they're killed, or they're to be fought until when? Until what point?
Until they give up. That's in the state of war, by the way. But
Thank
in
you.
the
I think we agree on something. As neutral as I have to be on this show, I think we agree. You said they have to be fought until they give up. So that means that they have to submit to Islam.
That's right.
Now, let me ask you another question. Quran 9:29. 9 verse 29. Fight those who believe not in Allah, nor the last day, nor hold that forbidden which hath been forbidden by Allah and His Messenger, nor acknowledge the religion of truth, and so